Lie to me, lie to me, lie to me.
And we're off.
Lie to me,
Oh my gosh, just last minute changes and address changes and calling staff and my assistant in the office. I'm trying to tell her, you know, I am really particular about how we do things at my company, you know, and I've set these policies and procedures in order to always provide the best experience for the client. The client doesn't even realize that that's what we're doing, so we have to steer them to seeing things our way. Because, you know, I was just speaking to her about, I can't stand when, you know, I explained to how my first event with Davel, he didn't hire us, the client hired us. The person throwing the event hired us, and they said we need 6 people, and Davel was the caterer, so that's how we met him. We went to Alabama with 6 people, one guy, which was Chris, and we get there and it was 600 guests at this party. We worked so hard for that event. We had, I think, 3 shifts or something like that. We were so dog tired, and I said never again. So I always ask, how many guests are you having? And I tell them, this is how many staff you need. And if they tell me I really don't need that, things I can't stand is they're only going to be doing XYZ. They're only going to be blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. Even if you say all you're going to do is be picking up dishes off the table, if you have 300 guests, and that's what we did at this 600 person wedding, we had to pick up food and trash for 600 people. 6 people are not enough to handle that number of people. So even when you say that they're only, and if they are sticklers about it, I said, okay, since you have not gone with our suggested number, I just want to let you know at the end time, if they're not done, then you can either increase their time that they're going to be there to get it done, or they would leave at that time, and then, you know, we can't finish out the job, which is something we don't like to do. So it's educating people about what they really need. Like, I can't even stand it when they say I need a bartender, but we'll provide everything, I just need them to serve the alcohol. You know, either way, you're still going to pay the same price no matter what. You know, you just need this, or I only need one person to do this. It's like, no, you don't need. You have 100 people at your wedding, at your cocktail hour. These are 100 drinking adults at your cocktail hour with nothing else to do but snack on some food and drink some alcohol while they wait on you to finish doing your pictures or come to the venue or whatever. So with 100 people, your bar is going to be full. So you need 2 to 3 bartenders to handle your crowd. So please don't tell us, I just need one bartender. And don't even say it's just beer and wine. You still got to pour the wine. You know, good gracious, you want us to spill it all over the place. So it's like, when you hire the professionals, you're not going to tell your roofer, Chris, when he comes to your house and you need your whole roof replaced, you're not going to tell them, well, you know what? I don't think I need all 20. I know you said I have a 20 square roof, but just give me 15 squares and kind of spread it out a bit. You know, they don't really have to overlap or whatever. I just need 15 squares. No, you're not going to do that. He's the professional. He's measuring how much square footage you have, and he's telling you how many squares you need to cover this roof. On top of that 20 squares, there's waste, because there's no way they're going to cut end to end and use exactly 20 squares when they have to cut, you know, end to end. So, you know, he's going to tell you it's going to be about 22 squares, you know, for the waste factor as well. So same thing with us. We're going to tell you 100 guests, you're going to need 4 servers, but we're going to send a buster as well, because for the waste factor, because, you know, you need somebody in the back handling all the influx of dishes and stuff like that. You know, we don't charge you for that extra person, but we know that's something you're going to need. And, you know, because we know it's going to be difficult to talk you into it, we just throw that service in for free. Then just make sure we got somebody there to cover it. Because guess what? If we don't get stuff done in a timely fashion, you're going to say we're incompetent. And so to avoid that, we're going to tell you what we need in order to make your event a success. So please heed that. You know, I've been doing this for 19 years planning events. So 19 years of planning events, not just being a bartender or anything like that, actually planning events and having to figure out numbers and time and how much time it needs to do this and how many people we need to do that. So you hired a professional for a reason, because you don't want to do it and you want somebody to come in and do it without you telling them. first stop is to pick up Choice, Monster Man. He is working, and Davo loves Choice, so he was like, yeah, let your son work. If it ain't your son, let it be your daughter. Of course, the daughter is the first option, but daughter's no longer available, obviously. So I'm sorry, Chris is the first option, then the daughter, and then the son. Me, he kind of know I really don't do these events, but he did ask me to work too, so like I said previously, so I guess I'll be going out here doing this or whatever. But yeah, so Choice is first stop. I'm gonna pick him up, then we're gonna pick up Delina, then we're gonna pick up Lionel, who, Lord, I'm just gonna call him Can't Get Right. Can't get right. You ready to go? Can't get right. You know, can't get right. It's always something with him. He always got a reason, an excuse why something didn't happen and why he could, and it's never because of him. It's somebody else's fault. Today was he couldn't find his phone. He looked everywhere, and then Janicia came in and found it in 2 seconds. But it ain't his fault. It's her fault that she found it. I don't know. Or somebody hid it from him really good and she knew where it was. I don't know. He blamed it on something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, then we're going to head for this 2-hour ride. I still haven't eaten anything yet. That what you just saw just now, that's the first time I even drank anything today when I just took that sip of water. So I haven't eaten anything, I haven't drank anything. It's like 12 o'clock. So that's why they're saying you took the money.
Oh my gosh. First of all, what you talking about? The other truck, what? The other truck that Chris was in?
Yes.
The truck that the doors was wide open all night? Everybody was in and out, like them doors was open all night, Charity. Like the back door, they was open all night with the bright light on the inside. All night. You can ask Chris, you can ask anybody.
I did ask Chris. He said Chris is trying to sleep right now. He said he'll deal with it in the morning, but he did say it was a lot of people out there and he can't say that you was at the truck. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. I've been working all night, and every time I move to go to a station, the light is bright. You can see the light. The whole truck was lit. The back doors was open the whole night. The whole night. It was all types of people back there. Like, and they gonna blame me. Like, come on, man, that shit lame as hell. Like.
2, 3, 4, 7 hours. So 7. What's 70 plus 60?
What is 7 hours? 9 to 2 is 5 hours.
Oh, we're working to 2? I thought I was working to 4.
You have reached the voicemail box.
Back at 4.
I mean, I've been working hard.
Working at Mount Hard.
Jeff Nikita. It says, oh, Jeff Nikita.
Janicia.
Oh, I thought that was Janicia. Oh, the one that was on yesterday?
No. Hey, are you at Lionel's house? No. Hey, they're not answering the phone. They're supposed to be at work. Okay. You trying to call him for me? Tell him to call me. She hung up.
She probably went right back to sleep. She sounded like she was sleeping.
You have reached the voicemail box of 4703.
Bottom line is, I don't know who did it. You don't know who did it. You just make an assumption and a feeling. Next time, be careful. You know how many times some stuff got stolen from me? Ain't nothing I can do about it, but be more careful with my money.
Why did they bring them?
In the locker room, I had over $1,000 in cash in my little kit or whatever, and somebody went in there and took my whole money in front of everybody, obviously, because the place ain't never empty. And it wasn't nothing I could do about it. Wasn't nobody I could find. I could just be mad and say, why would y'all steal? You can't make your own money and blah, 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 and go about my business. And I learned from there. I got me a lock after that. Or I kept my money on me. But yeah, you know. What's a lot of breaks, Chris?
We're gonna open a lot of.
Huh?
We're gonna open a lot of breaks.
Yeah, because what he said was,
Sitting down.
yeah,
You
Lionel
can
said,
always be doing something.
yeah, Lionel said he assigned everybody to a station and everybody abandoned their stations and he was around filling everybody's station all night.
I don't know about abandon, but you know, it was not busy or busy, and you know, it was wasn't on it. Could have been better.
Tired shooting.
Back at it again. Tying my shoe.
I can't get through that door.
Yeah, you can go in on the side door. On the side over there.
Look at the time. Supposed to be here at 8:30. Look what time it is. Black folks. Can't make no excuse because I drove back last night and all this. I forgot to dry my clothes. That's no excuse. Y'all adults. It's for real. If y'all want to play house, y'all need to be acting like, if y'all want to play like you married, you need to, you know, do everything like you married. Help each other out. Good gracious. Janice here. All right, so. Oh, I'm recording.